Hi friends, welcome to Arnav's World. Today is the 7th episode in the space series. So today we are going to discuss about the 4th and last planet of the rocky planets or the terrestrial planets, Mars. So Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun and is the second smallest planet in the solar system. The second smallest after the first smallest, which is Mercury, the closest one to the Sun. So Mars carries the name of the Roman god of war. It has that name because Mars's surface, which is in a red color, looks like blood. So they related it to the Roman god of war. That's why. It is often called as the red planet because a molecule called iron oxide gives this color. It is in the dust of the rocks of Mars. That's why it looks red. So it is a terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere. That means terrestrial planets means the planets which we can stay on or stand on at least. While in Jupiter, which are gas giants, we can't even breathe it. We can't even stand it. There's no land yet. No land discovered up to now. Yeah. Okay, the surface features of Mars include craters, valleys, dunes, and polar ice caps. Yes, they do have polar ice caps. Tons of water. Yeah, and also the biggest valley is also in Mars. Yeah, I'll tell about it later in this video. So, it has two natural satellites, Phobos and Deimos. Phobos is the biggest and most closest one, and Phobos is the satellite which is the closest to its parent planet. Yes, and Deimos is the smallest moon of Mars and is also farther away. Yeah, and also these two asteroids moons are actually asteroids from the asteroid belt. The Jupiter's gravitational effect just pushed them towards Mars, giving them a perfect orbit for going around Mars. Yeah, that's the story of Phobos and Deimos. So, Mars's atmosphere consists of 95.97% carbon dioxide, a lot of it, 1.93% argon, 1.89% nitrogen molecules, which is just the equivalent of oxygen molecules but in nitrogen, and 0.146% oxygen molecules. The molecules we breathe are only that low, so we can't stay there unless we use special places where there is oxygen. Yeah, and also there are other gases, but in a very small trace amounts only. Yeah. Okay, this planet of Mars contains Olympus Mons, which is the largest volcano in the solar system. Its size, or the place it occupies, is equivalent of France. Yeah, it's so big. And the height of this mountain is like 3 times of that of Mount Everest. To just see it, it is in red because of the iron oxide. It would be very slow. It has a very low slope like that. That's why it has a very big area. Yeah. Okay, and Valles Marineris, which is the largest canyon in the world. It's kind of a valley. Yeah. It is very big compared to Earth's Grand Canyon. Very, very big. But there are no rivers, like in normal canyons. Okay, the days and seasons on Mars are comparable to those of Earth's because of similar rotation period and tilt of the rotational axis. Yeah, Earth's axis is about 23.5 degrees, while Mars's one is 25 degrees. That means they have seasons like summer, autumn. Yeah, but it doesn't snow there, so there's no need to just play with the snow in Mars because there's no snow, except in the polar ice caps where there's a lot of ice. Yeah. Okay, Mars is approximately half the diameter of the Earth, which is like this blue marble is the Earth, and this is Mars, a small planet we know as Mars. Yeah. Okay, it is less dense than Earth, having about 15% of Earth's volume and 11% of Earth's mass, which makes its gravity 38% of Earth's. Very low compared to Earth's. Yeah. So, Mariner 4 was the first spacecraft to visit Mars, sent by NASA on 28 November 1964, way long back, just some years after the first people landed on the moon. Yeah. NASA's Viking 1 lander transmitted the first images from Mars' surface in 1976. A whole 10 years after Mariner 4 was sent. Yeah. There are investigations assessing the stability of Mars as well as the possibility of extinct life. Yeah, there could have been life, and there could have been water also, and there are still polar ice caps there. Ice caps. Yeah. ISRO, which is the Indian Space Research Organization, sent a Mars craft which is known as the Mars Orbiter mission, or also known as Mangalyaan. Yeah. It was launched on 5th November 2013 and was in orbit in September 2014, a whole year after. Yeah, a whole year later, almost a whole year. Yeah. So the internal structure of Mars is, so this is the core, which is dense and metallic. It is mostly consisted of iron, nickel and sulfur with also small trace elements. Yeah. Next, the silicate mantle. Actually, the core is very big. Yeah. Next, the silicate mantle. Like this. So, this is made of silicate, understandable by the silicate mantle, that name. And the crust, which is consisted of silicon, O2, which is the oxygen molecules, iron, magnesium, aluminium, calcium, and potassium. In some places, it can be 124 kilometers thick, very thick, especially in places where there are high mountains, like Olympus Mons. Yeah. So, Mars is seismically active with 450 Mars quakes reported in 2019. Mars quakes are the equivalent of earthquakes but in Mars. Just the same. But it is in Mars, yeah. And it is 450 just in 1 year, 2019. Wow. Yeah. The two polar ice caps appear to be made of largely of water only. Like here would be the polar ice caps. So here is Mars. This is the polar ice caps on the north and south, like in most continents. Most planets. Yeah. So this is for today about Mars. Wait, did you think that was going to end? There's still one more thing. There's the symbol of Mars. So the symbol of Mars is just a circle holding an arrow like that. And also there was one for Earth. I forgot to mention it on the Earth video. So Earth's one is just like this, like that. So this is the real one. So this is for today. Bye.